Simeon Lang will be the most reviled person in this county for months to come. He'll have his day in court, then get sent away to prison. Over time, he'll be forgotten by most folks. But our trial is only 6 weeks away. The Lang name is toxic. Imagine trying to pick a jury with that baggage. He took another sip, then rubbed his eyes. Letty has no choice but to file for divorce, and quickly. She has to cut all ties to Simeon. Will she? Why not? He'll spend the next 20 or 30 years in Parchman, where he belongs. I'm sure the Rostons will be pleased with that. Those poor people. Are you seeing her today, Letty? I'm sure I will. I'll call Harry Rex first thing this morning and try to arrange a meeting. He'll know what to do. Will this make the Times? No. The Times will be on the street in an hour. I'm sure Dumas will give it the entire front page next week, with photos of the wrecked vehicles, as much gore as possible. And he'd love to grind me up, too. What's the worst he can say about you, Jake? Well, first he can label me as Simeon's lawyer. Then he can slant and twist and imply that I've somehow stalled the October DUI case, and that if I had not done so, then Simeon's driver's license would have been yanked by the court and he wouldn't be driving. Thus, the Roston boys wouldn't be dead. He can't do that. That's assuming far too much. He can and he will. Then talk to him. Damage control here, Jake. Today is Wednesday, so the funerals will probably be over the weekend. Wait until Monday and file the divorce. What do you call that restraining thing? TRO, temporary restraining order. That's it. Get the judge to sign one of those so Simeon can't get near Letty. Sure, he's in jail, but if she wants a TRO, it makes her look good. A clean break. She's running from the guy. In the meantime, talk to Dumas and make sure he gets the facts straight. Do some research and show him that some DUI cases drag on for more than 4 months. You never opened a file, and you certainly weren't paid a dime. See if you can convince Ozzie to take some heat. If I recall correctly, he got about 70% of the vote the last time he ran. He's bulletproof. Plus, he wants Letty to win the will contest. If you're getting hit with baggage, get Ozzie to shoulder some. He can handle it. Jake was nodding along, even smiling. Go, girl. She said, look, dear, right now you're shell-shocked and you're scared. Shake it off. You've done nothing wrong, so don't get blamed for anything. Control the damage, then control the spin. Can I hire you? My office needs some help. You can't afford me. I'm a school teacher. Hannah was coughing. Carla went to check on her. The real damage control began about an hour later, when Jake stormed into the coffee shop, ready to convince one and all that he was not the lawyer for Simeon Lang, and never had been. So many rumors began there, over eggs and bacon. In the shower, Jake decided to go straight to the source. Marshal Prather was there in uniform, behind a stack of pancakes, waiting, it seemed. He'd been up all night, too, and looked as bleary-eyed as Jake. During the lull that was caused by Jake's entry, Marshal said, "Hey, Jake, saw you at the hospital a few hours ago." This was a deliberate effort to start the spin because Ozzie was also controlling damage. "Yeah, just awful," Jake said somberly. At full volume, he asked, "Did y'all take Lang to jail?" "Yep, he's still sobering up." "You his lawyer, Jake?" asked Ken Nugent from 3 tables over. Nugent drove the Pepsi truck and spent his days hauling cases of beverages into country stores. Dell had once said, in his absence, that no one spread more gossip than Nugent. Never have been, Jake said. I don't represent him, nor do I represent his wife. What the hell you doing in the case then? Nugent fired back. Dell poured coffee into Jake's cup and bumped him with her rear end, part of the routine. "Morning, sweetie," she whispered. Jake smiled at her, then looked back at Nugent. Things were mute as all other conversations stopped. Jake said, "Under the law, I actually represent Mr. Seth Huff." Don't forget, he hired those Memphis clowns who tried to steal the case. Dell, always loyal, piped in. "Tell him." She placed Jake's toast and grits in front of him.